G'day mates, and welcome to the special Aussie edition of our Study Travel news video. I'm Scott Wade.
And I'm Samantha Sequeira, bringing you the latest news stories with an Aussie twist. Can you believe it's 35 degrees here in London today, Scott?
I can. We've got our sunscreen and our Vegemite, and the Vegemite's not likely to keep us that really much cooler, but actually what I can tell you about is this week Kaplan acquires ESL and Alpadia.
NACAC releases latest research on US agent usage.
And Australian police warn Chinese students over a scam. That doesn't sound too good,
Not
Sam.
at all. And heaps more, so let's crack on.
Okay, so the big news this week, Kaplan International English, one of the largest English language trainers, has acquired Switzerland headquarters chain ESL Education Group, as well as Alpadia, the chain of year-round schools and junior summer camps, for an undisclosed sum.
A statement on Kaplan's website confirmed that ESL would retain its name and long-established brand and would continue to operate as an independent agency, expanding its portfolio by offering all 37 of Kaplan's English language schools.
The deal will see Alpadia also retain its brand identity, with Kaplan's product portfolio incorporating Alpadia's for all year-round language schools in Switzerland, Germany, France, and the 14 summer camps offering English, French, German and Italian summer courses for juniors and teens.
Doesn't that sound good? Talking about the acquisition, David Fougere, Chief Operating Officer of Kaplan, said that joining forces with ESL and Alpadia will strengthen Kaplan's position in the language travel sector.
Yeah, well, we hope for that. We're just going to have another spray of sun cream because it really is hot today. Up next, the National Association, NACAC, has released its latest data on agent usage amongst higher education and secondary institutions in the UK, showing growing interest and strategies to support and monitor agents. Let's whiz through them with the findings, shall we, Sarah?
We shall. 36% of responding institutions were using commission-based agents in the 2017-18 period, a similar finding to 2015-16.
Well, a further 27% said they were actively considering moving to agent-based recruitment, an increased share compared with the 20% in 2015-2016.
Training manuals and in-person training sessions for agents were both provided by 58.8% of responding schools in 2017-18 period, compared with ratios of 32.7% and 40.6% in 2015-16.
The percentage of institutions requiring a formal contract with agents increased to 94%, compared with 73% in 2015-2016. Finally,
78.8% of 2017-18 respondents said that they were assessing the performance of students recruited by agencies to determine their legitimacy, an increased ratio compared with 59.8% 2 years previously.
You can check out StudyTravel magazine's very own market analysis survey in the USA's English language sector in the statistics section on StudyTravel Network. I don't realise why that was such a tongue twister, but okay.
And now for a quick trip down under with some Aussie news, although it's not so positive, Scott. The Australian police have issued a warning to Chinese students in the country over complex social engineering and telephone scams.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. The federal police have said they're aware of fraudulent activity, including people contacting students and pretending to be from the Chinese Public Security Bureau, the Australian Tax Office, the Chinese embassy officials and logistics providers. And that's all fine if they're giving you a refund from the tax office.
Exactly. Chinese students should be advised that the Australian government and its various agencies will not contact Chinese students asking for personal details or payments over the phone. And the Chinese embassy officials should not advise on legal cases over the phone.
Well, students think that they might have been scammed should be urged to contact the local police force or their consulate immediately.
That's right. Well, we should brighten the mood then with some happier news, shall we?
I don't know, what's that, mate?
We'll soon find out.
Okay, so British legal education and training provider, the University of Law, has officially opened its new campus in Nottingham city centre, making it the institution's 9th in the UK. Happy birthday to you on the 9th.
Very exciting. Students enrolling at the university's new campus will have access to full-time and part-time courses, such as the Legal Practice course, Graduate Diploma in Law, and MA Law. A range of programs will also be offered to undergraduate and postgraduate students on campus by the university's business school starting in 2020.
And finally, Ireland-based Future Learning is offering a new computational thinking and problem solving, blah, 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 summer program for international students in 2020.
The course, which Future Learning has previously offered for domestic students, will be offered for international students aged 7 to 12 in July next year in Alphone and Sligo.
Meanwhile, in a separate development, Future Learning has been added to Ireland's interim list of eligible programs, meaning that if it can accept adult students on student visas for up to 25 weeks.
And that's it from us for this week. More on all those stories online, and please feel free to comment on and share this video and continue the conversation. We want to hear what you think.
That also means you can send us videos and photos of yourself, of your team and your travels, and of any news you might have, and we can include them in our broadcast.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to download our new StudyTravel app and send us a connection request. Bye.
Goodbye for now. See you later, coppers.